Just like that, the 2023 year has come to an end. Welcome, Richdiet Podcast. What's up, people? This is 2024. We made it. Big 2-4.
24. What did you do 24 years ago? In 2000. You remember?
Whew. Honestly, a lot in the past 24 years has happened. Some memories are everlasting. Some are just gone past.
Damn, I can't remember what happened 24 hours ago.
Know what I mean? 24 hours. Yet alone 24 hours.
Yeah. It's funny because the other day I was sitting there and I was thinking like to myself, like, yo, how do you tap into your memory to like remember all the little things? Like, because I don't want to forget those things, right?
Yeah.
The older I get. So it's like, how do you remember those things? Like, how do you sit there and just remember? You know what I mean? Like,
yeah, no, I always have that type of thought. I'm like, how do I remember a certain like memory or
crazy,
or a certain moment? And it's impossible to just kind of just like, it's kind of like, you know, when you're on your phone and you look up like a picture and it's always gonna be there on that date. But with your brain, it's like you can't just do that. I feel like it's like you have to be in a moment where like something triggers that memory. Either like a smell,
conversation,
meeting friends, a word, you know, like someone says a certain word and it triggers that memory, or like a certain like similar like deja vu moment.
Yeah.
Like that's when.
Speaking of deja vu, I get so many deja vu moments. It's not even, and I sit there, I'm like, how the hell is this possible? I feel like I'm in a loop at one point.
And you feel like this kind of like an inception. You're like, this happened before.
It's happened before, and I'm like, it's supposed to happen, but it's like, it's a good thing that it's happening.
And you're like, I'm reliving it right now. Yeah. And you're like, hold on, let me predict what might happen in the next few seconds. Because you're like, this looks very familiar.
Yeah, it's crazy, like super, super crazy. It happens to me so often.
That's life for you, man.
Yeah.
It's a beautiful thing.
Yeah.
Thank you guys if you've been rocking with us since 2023. Now we are entering a whole new year, 2024. And you know what? It's exciting, and we're only elevating and progressing. Thank you, Zico, for always being the mastermind behind, behind all of this. Like, you know, all the, you know, the cameras, the everything, the lights.
It's nothing. It's
going
nothing.
above and beyond. And, you know, we're just trying to push the envelope, push the narrative, and, you know, and spread positivity and spread this way of Richdiet lifestyle, right? And I feel like 2024 is the year that we're going to elevate in a sense of just like a lifestyle.
Yeah, there's no... Listen, the older you get, the less choices you have to think about, oh, I'm going to do this year. It's no, you are doing, you have to do it this year. If you don't do it this year, when are you ever going to do it?
You know what I mean? It's like, if you don't do it this year, you're going to look back, you're like, frick, I'm like never, like I'm never getting things done. I'm not so I know.
Just dwelling on the past. And just like, just do it. Like,
just do it like Nike.
Yeah, exactly. Just do it. Like,
so, you know, like I know you probably set some goals for yourself. Like any New Year resolutions, any goals, anything in particular that you have set in stone that you want to accomplish this year?
Yeah, no real New Year's resolution, because like anybody who's goal driven knows that that's just their focus, right? So it's like my goal this year is to do, 2 to 3 times more real estate transactions than I did last year, and like 2 to 3 times the number that I did. I don't want to say this year, like last year,
last
right?
year, so
but. And it's not a little number, so to multiply that is like, it's a lot. It's like, it's not asking for a lot, but it just means that I have to organize my calendar. I have to organize my schedules, making sure that, I'm not wasting time on something that's not, valuable, or going to produce something, right? So I want to do that. I want to do some more traveling, because it's weird. It's the weirdest thing, and I know this is happening to you right now. The moment you book a flight to go somewhere for a week or wherever you want to do, right, is the most as the time where I get the most busiest.
Bro, I can 100% relate to that.
Yeah, right?
100% relate to that.
It does not make sense.
It's like when you're just chilling and you're just living your regular life, like you don't feel as busy. But the moment you're like, I have a date in mind that I'm gonna be traveling and I'm gonna go on vacation, is the moment like workload just come out of nowhere.
Yeah, thousands of people start hitting you up like,
it's crazy,
hey, can you help me? Can you help me? Okay,
but
sure.
is that like a trend maybe that we are not seeing it? Like,
so I was thinking that. So I was gonna say like, maybe we should just book flights to go places everywhere, right? Like every other week, just book a flight and you'll get more business.
Just get more business, and then just maybe not even attempt to go on those flights.
Yeah, or no, just go on vacation, come back, and you got a few transactions that you can complete.
I mean that would be a great approach, only if it was feasible in terms of financially.
I mean, listen, the deal you do the couple deals you do before you leave pays for the trip already. You come back, you have another couple deals
it's true.
Fund the next deal, and
it's true, absolutely. Right? I think traveling is therapeutic because it just like, when you go away, you see other parts of the world.
To the right places, though.
Yeah, the right places. And it motivates you, and it kind of puts a battery in your back. You're like, yo, when I get home, I'm going hard. Harder.
Yeah, you have
hard,
to.
Right?
Yeah, trust me.
Yeah, and I know you just came back from Costa Rica.
Yeah, Costa Rica.
Sick.
It's my second time
margarita
there. Yeah.
With a mamacita.
Yeah. I don't know if you know this, but do you know that Costa Rica does not have an army?
No way.
Yeah, believe it or not. And for how big it is, it does not have an army.
Why is that so?
I was gonna Google it the other day to just like read up on it, but I didn't. Yeah.
Liberated and just happy there,
You know what I think it is? I think the people are smarter than the politicians, because when you think about it, if you have an army, what's gonna happen? People have to go and fight and die.
Yeah.
No one wants to go die for someone else's stupidity, right? When you think about it, because it's all the politicians that create the chaos and the mess, and then they come and send troops to fight for them.
Do they have a president?
Yeah, I think it's a president. I think it's a president or prime minister. Yeah, I didn't look it up, but
okay. That's cool.
I was taken back. I was like, what do you mean they don't have an army? I'm like, shit, if I was America, I'd be coming there, swooping in and taking all this land too. But the thing is, apparently they're not, like, they're rich in what's the word?
Like natural resources?
Not so much. It's just a natural habitat. It's just a free, their wildlife is super protected.
Like a rich ecosystem of animals and stuff like that.
Right?
Okay.
But you go to Costa Rica and you feel so nice. Like people are. Some parts they say are like, I haven't experienced it yet, are super dangerous.
What parts did you go?
So I stay in a place called Punta Arenas. Yeah, it's right on the beach. Fun fact, it's like a spot that we own. So so if you're ready to go, we're going.
Isn't the capital San Juan?
San Jose. Yeah.
One of them.
Yeah. So I also learned. So there's San Jose here, and then there's a small city called Cartago, which apparently that was the main capital before San Jose.
Okay.
And then I guess San Jose blew up because it has the airport, and a lot of people just kind of started building San Jose up. Then there's another place called Liberia.
I was gonna say that right after.
So Liberia has an airport where you could land as well, but that's like, I think it's like a 6-hour drive. From
so it's
San
like on the
Jose.
opposite side of the.
It's like north. Yeah.
Okay, of the country. It's an island though, right?
No, it's connected through Nicaragua, and it's also attached to Panama. Okay. So it's literally that little strip that connects South America to North America.
Okay.
Yeah,
that's cool.
It's pretty cool.
No, I definitely want to travel to South America.
You would.
I haven't. How was like the food and like
the food? Okay, so the place I stay, it's a super local town. So to give you an idea, it's Punta Arenas is the place where locals come to vacation.
Oh, okay.
So whenever like when they see me, they're like, "What the hell is this random Arab guy doing in
Lebanese
this part?"
guy.
Yeah, right.
Like you stick out like a sore thumb. Yeah.
Super sore. But they speak to me in Spanish all the time, even despite like they see my Arabic tattoos and stuff, which.
But you could pass for Spanish. You look Hispanic. Yeah. Like an Omar.
Yeah. So I stand there. I'm like, yeah, see, yeah, okay, see, right?
No, that's dope.
Yeah, it's so that part. The food is you don't find no American food at all. There's no
all local type of food.
Super local. They're all called. All restaurants are called sodas or like sodas. Yeah, like literally soda. SODA.
What?
Yeah, I know.
What does that mean though?
I just think I don't know if it's Spanish for like
sodas.
A little restaurant or someone in the comments will tell us.
Like sodium?
No, literally just a soda. Yeah.
Interesting.
So, but man, there's so beside the property we have, there's a place called Malibu. We just discovered it. They're famous for something called ceviche.
I love ceviche.
Oh, I love it so much.
Ceviche is amazing.
Yeah. So what we did this time around is we tried to have ceviche from a couple of places. That one has so they put the ceviche in a thing called platanos or something, but no.
Platas, like
it's
like potato chips, but like fried version, right?
Yeah, but what it is not platanos. It's damn, it's on the tip of my tongue. Picanha? No.
Picante?
No. Anyways, it's a fried plantain, right? But what they do is they smash it.
Yeah, they smash it. I know.
And then, but the way they fry it is like it's almost so crispy, but they fry it. So they smash a bunch of these plantain pieces into a shape of almost like a muffin tin pan, and then they put the ceviche inside of it. Oh my God, fire. It's so. And then the fish that they use, we learned, is called marlin.
Marlin. Oh yeah, that's like the Florida Marlins, the baseball team.
Yeah, it tastes so delicious, man.
Yeah, no, I love ceviche. There's a spot in the city. It's called Marked. I don't know if you've ever been there.
No, I'm gonna go.
Yeah, it's like a Brazilian infused with like I think Japanese, and they have this ceviche bowl there. It's amazing.
So delicious. Do you know how they make ceviche?
I mean, it's not so hard to make it, but I've never attempted to make it. I know it's like it consists of like cilantro.
But they soak it with lemon. They cook
juice,
it with lemon. Yeah.
And some people sometimes put tuna, like raw tuna, or you can put like different types of fish or whatnot. I had one with like a mahi kind of fish, but it was like crunched up. Yeah. It was dope. No, I love ceviche.
So good, man.
I love ceviche. Those are one of my favorite like tapa style meals, you know?
Yeah. But the trip, man,
great
time.
I
love, because I like going back to what you're saying earlier is like you got to travel to see the world, right? And
Absolutely.
It's like I love to go anywhere where locals live. So like even when I went to Italy, I could care less about the tourist spots. I went to all the places where locals live. Like literally people look at us and be like, what are they doing in this part? Like, how did you even get here, right?
How did you get access to this?
Yeah. And those are the types of like places I love to see, because when you go there, you're like, wow, like how do people live here?
You really realize like this is how life is in these parts of the world.
Yeah, and they're so happy. Like it's crazy because they start talking to us and they start, telling us a whole bunch of stuff, and once they find out like where you come from, it's a whole other experience, and they make it even so much like they bring you like a little a thing called the graffa or a little dessert, or they bring you little things. Yeah, like just to make you feel at home. And it's like, oh, man.
I love that. One of my buddies, he went to Costa Rica, and he told me he went to this town called Pura Vida.
No. So Pura Vida is the saying that they say, which means...
Oh, Pura Vida is the saying they say.
Yeah. So it's like good life or happy life or something like that.
Oh, okay. Pura Vida. Yeah. And he was telling me, but there's this town where it's like a lot of Jamaicans, Caribbeans. So
probably on
Rastas that took over.
So that's probably on the... Or kind of south, maybe south, but it's on the east coast of like where the water is. The water is, because that's where the Caribbean side is. So most of them come on that side.
The Caribbean side. Yeah, he was telling me there was a lot of Caribbeans there, and he was like, they speak like Patois Spanish.
It's super. It's cool. It's cool.
Such a cool fusion of like like Spanish and Caribbean.
Actually, fun fact: when I was at So when I was in Costa Rica, we went
Yeah.
from Punta Arenas to a place called Playa Cochel, which is
Okay.
you have to take a ferry. In order for us to get there,
Mm-hmm.
you could have either went to San Jose to fly to Liberia and then take a thing, or you take a ferry with your car for an hour, get to the other side of Costa Rica on the west coast,
Yeah.
and then you drive 3 hours north to Playa Cochel. So before Playa Cochel, because our place is on the water, right?
Mm-hmm.
We were like talking about tsunamis because Japan got hit, and we're like, apparently we would have felt or we've seen the waves from the tsunami, or the earthquake from Japan.
Like ripple through that side of the
Right?
ocean. Yeah, that's crazy.
So when we get to Playa Cochel, we go to the beach, we have a good day. We go to this nice little restaurant called Patagonia. So it was good, but it was probably the best meal we had because it was more
Nice.
of like a touristy spot, right?
True.
And so we're sitting there. Somehow the topic of tsunami comes up. 10 seconds later, bro, earthquake, roam like this.
No way.
I swear to I'm lying.
So you felt the earthquake
Bro.
while you're sitting out at the restaurant?
I felt our whole table went like this, roam like this.
Wow.
Quickly, right?
Quickly.
Maybe 3 seconds in total, but long enough for us to all look up and be
To
like,
be like, oh shit.
did you feel that? And then we're looking around like no one. Some people were like kind of like,
Dazed out. Like,
yeah,
some
like
people
confused,
are like
and we're just like,
yeah.
nah, it can't be. So
That's-
I Google it. It literally hit. So it's hard to explain, but Playa Cochel is right here.
Yeah.
The water is literally right here. The earthquake happened maybe like not even 5 kilometers in the ocean.
Wow.
Yeah, and so when I Googled it, it was like the seismic plates are shifting underneath, so which is apparently a good thing. And it's a normal thing that happens. So
Scientifically, yeah. That's
'cause-
bizarre, honestly, to experience the earthquake. I have when I was young.
Yeah.
Back home, and
Damn.
it was crazy. It literally woke me up out of my sleep, and I
It's
freaked
just
out.
scary, man. Because my fear is like drown. Like I don't want to drown. I'll die any other way. Just don't drown me. I don't want to die drowning.
Well, do you know how to swim?
I know how to swim. I can
Okay.
swim like a fish, but
yeah,
the water in the
the water
ocean
is powerful in the ocean.
is the
yeah.
most powerful thing that I don't care. No
Yeah.
scuba diver could survive.
No,
like nothing.
The ocean is the ocean. Like
Bro.
It's the beast
Scary.
of all beasts. To be
Yeah,
honest.
yeah.
Yeah, that's a cool experience, man.
Yeah,
like
man.
I definitely want to go out there. I'm actually traveling myself.
Yeah, of course. I know. I know.
Heading back home to
I'm
the
so
motherland.
excited for you to go, man. I gotta live vicariously through you.
You know, don't worry. You're gonna see all the
Yeah,
posts.
yeah.
I'm gonna be in Zanzibar. You
Oh,
know,
man, I wanna go
tropical
one day.
paradise, white sand.
Damn.
You know, coconut trees all over. I'm
Damn.
excited, man. And it's for the birthday. You know, the big homecoming
yeah.
plus the birthday. So why not?
Yep.
A little vacay, escape the Canadian
Cold weather.
frigid weather.
Minus 40.
I know you probably got a shock when you came
Bro,
back. You're
I was
like-
plus 40 and I came to like minus 20. I was like, I'm
you're like,
confused.
what the heck? Like your
Oh
body
my-
probably must have been a shock.
You remember I was wearing shorts, right?
Yeah, I
Up until
remember.
I left to my trip, I was wearing shorts. Whether it was 1 degree, 0 degrees, I was still wearing shorts.
That's crazy.
I came back in my shorts and my flip flop. It was minus 10. I said, hell no. I got defeated.
Yeah, no, that's Canada for you. You know, the one thing my dad always said to me was the 3 W's in this
Yeah.
country, which is weather, work,
Yeah.
and
word.
woman.
And woman. That's a good one.
You know what I mean? Those
3
three,
W's.
they will get you every
Oh,
time.
my.
Every time you think you've got it under control,
Yeah, one of those 3 will
one
come
of
and
those things
slap
will
you in
come
the face.
smack you upside down your head. You know, is
Oh,
either
man.
the weather, work,
Yeah.
or women.
women.
Yeah.
Damn.
Those 3. www.com, you know?
Yeah. Oh,
Yeah,
that's
man.
too funny.
Yeah, no, but it's a blessing. Like I was
Yeah.
saying, when you travel and you kind of feel like you hit a reset button, you come back
Yeah,
home
man.
with a new battery, and it's like let's grind back to grind mode and whatnot. So yeah, no, we'll talk about the real estate stuff, brother.
Yeah.
I think, well, according to the people that are experts with the markets and the analysts and whatnot, 2024 should be a year for A year for like
Yeah.
a return of the real estate market. What do you think?
Okay, so based on, it's like if you go back to stocks, right?
Yeah.
When COVID happened, everybody became everyone
oh,
became an expert
that's true.
of stocks, right?
That's true.
Oh, I'm buying. I have stocks in this.
Stocks in this.
Forex
Yeah.
this that
Crypto
stock,
this.
crypto this, right?
Yeah.
Everybody was an expert the moment COVID hit, and it's like some people made some money, and more people lost
money.
more money than they even fathomed that they would even lose.
Very
right?
true. Very true.
And so the way I look at real estate is the experts. There's no real expert, man. Like
There's no real expert.
The real lesson in real estate is buy real estate. Period.
True.
There's whether it's today, whether it's tomorrow, you just have to know how deep your pockets are.
Yeah.
And how long you're willing to, can you afford it? That's it. That's literally what real estate is. It's can you afford it and can you keep up the payments?
So essentially you're saying the two main variables is money and time.
That's it. How long you can survive in the market?
How much you can afford it and how long you can survive in the market.
Because once you ride the wave, like the way charts work is, if you ever see any chart, it starts from zero and then it goes up and then it declines and then it goes up and it declines, or maybe it declines a little bit and then comes back up again. But it's a gradual up.
Up,
Yeah. So
it's not like a linear line where it just goes straight flat out.
And it's not like it goes like this and then it goes past zero.
Yeah.
I mean, there was the crash or the recession.
The
I didn't look at those numbers,
in 2008 or something, right?
But regardless, it still went back up again. So
that's very true.
If you buy real estate and you sit on it, it's not like a stock where if let's say I bought Moderna, because everyone knows about the vaccine, right?
Yeah, the vaccine company.
So let's say I bought Moderna at $60 and it went up to $80 and I forgot to sell or something. Then it goes down to 55. It went down past my 60. I'm screwed.
Yeah, you essentially.
For it to go back up to 80, I don't know when it's gonna go back. Who will ever predict that market? No one will ever know. No one, right?
So not even the analysts, the experts.
Bro, what I learned is that stockbrokers and all those stock geniuses, they use computer technology. They pay like $300K a year or some shit like that for it to analyze stuff and
to read patterns.
Yeah, exactly, and to understand habits and why someone's gonna buy, why they might buy today, and like it helps to read news and stuff like that. It's like a whole bunch of stuff, which you spend money to make money.
I agree. Yeah.
So with real estate, it's kind of the same thing, but except real estate, everybody has one thing in common: they have a place to stay. They need to live somewhere.
That's very true.
Right? So if somebody always needs a place to live, someone's always going to buy a place, rent a place, lease their place, move, whatever.
Yeah.
Right?
Or sell, yeah.
And if let's say you buy it at, they'll never buy it at 100,000 anymore, but let's say you buy it at 100,000 for simple numbers.
Wish.
Yeah. And in 1 year, you could your income could support up to 1 year of paying those payments.
Yeah.
It's better to make, even if it went up by 20 or 30K, right?
Yeah.
Who cares? 50K, who cares? And you sell it. You're still walking away with 30,000 that you didn't even
initially ever have, yeah.
Right? And then you take
even
the 30.
Anticipated it, right?
Plus the principal amount of your mortgage that you paid every month.
Yeah.
All comes back to you.
That is true.
Right? So that's what people also forget, because it's like, why give up that money?
Yeah.
Right? Mm-hmm. Then let's say you could wait 2 years and that goes up to another 70,000. Yeah. Who cares?
Well, I think the main problem is people are not patient enough,
They're
scared and not patient. People are seeking instant gratification, instant results.
Yeah.
Like they want.
That's true.
They want to put their money or park their money in investments that are going to give them a 10x within
exactly
like 10 months maximum or five months.
Yeah.
You know, aside from actually being like, I'm in this for the longevity. I'm in this for like 5-10 years, right?
Yeah, 100%.
But everyone's situation is different. But overall, let's talk about like the crisis of like, their like affordability. I think that is something that it kind of discourage people to even get into the real estate market.
Yeah, of course, because when you look at the numbers, when you look at what the house of a, the price of a house is right now, like in Toronto, an average price is $1 million
something,
right?
Yeah,
right.
Yeah, 1.1.
And that's not even like a nice house. Like I seen a house on the market. Yeah, it was $999, $998 or something. Anyways, it was 2 bedrooms. I kid you not, it was probably not any bigger than a decent size 2-3 bedroom condo. Literally, right? The house is so petite that you're like
so petite.
Yeah, because it was sitting next to these gigantic other properties.
Okay.
But because the lot is so narrow, even if you did buy it to tear it down and try to build something close to that, you now spent $1 million. Then you spend, maybe say $500,000 in labor and material.
Yeah,
if you're lucky, right?
Just to rebuild it.
Yeah, and then, man, now you're at 1.5 million, and then you try to sell that. You can't sell that for 1.5 million.
No, you won't, because you're gonna be in the negative.
Exactly.
Realistically,
because the neighborhood doesn't allow for it to sell for 1.5 million.
Yeah, it kind of sucks because I think about it all the time. I'm like, dude, rewind. Like, if you rewind back 24 years ago, to 2000, 2001. Property was only like 180, 250K. You're getting the same type of house, like a bungalow or like a detached, something freehold for 200K. But it is like, how are people ever gonna afford that in today's market? Like, what could we, like, as a society do to be able to get back to like affordability? Like, I don't know.
I mean, I personally, all politicians or whatever, to me, it's just you need a leader who's come from like the majorities of the people's situation, which is someone who is in the middle class or lower middle class that's working, hardworking, and understands what it takes for a single family to try to afford daycare, afford, food, afford to have a decent car that can take their family from point A to point B. Italians have it like it's crazy. We always shit on other countries, but we don't realize that, like, if you watch when you go to Zanzibar, like, you're going to see people, doesn't matter. They can have, like, they don't need to have an iPhone. They don't need to have
material
an
things,
app, right? They're happy.
Yeah.
In other countries, they work to live. We live to work.
Wow.
In North America, right?
Wow, that's deep.
Yeah. So, like, when you think about that concept, like, bro, I would trade my Apple. I would trade everything I have here.
All your
just
material
to live
possessions.
I don't care about that stuff.
Just to be at peace and be happy, because
bro, they take 2 hours out of their day from 1 to 3 to go home and eat with their family.
And whatnot, and just relax, I agree with you. The lifestyle in the North American system is very systematic. It's like very like hustle.
Yeah.
And it could be bad. I know it's bad in certain people's mental health.
Bro, 100%.
You know what I mean? Like,
even between me and you, I mean, I'll share it. It's like, some days I go home, I'm like, damn, I need to really get more, get more deals. I need to be able to, because, I want to buy another house, right? I want to buy a bigger house this year.
Because you're seeing like, all these material things, and it kind of like.
And you want to start a family. Yeah. You want to, have kids and stuff like that. And it's like, you can't really live in a condo, and you can, but it's like.
Yeah, it's bizarre, right? Man. I hope we can get a new leader that can implement these new,
Somebody.
laws or something that can turn things around and whatnot. But yeah, we'll see.
Yeah.
We'll see. It's been a crazy 2023. It was a crazy year.
So how was real estate for you, man?
It was a great start of it because I just started end of October.
Yeah.
So the past 2 months it's just been a lot about building my self brand. And I've been doing a lot of research in terms of okay, I'm with a great brokerage, right? But it's also too is people are not aware that I do real estate yet. A lot of people be like, when they see me, they're like, oh, how's the podcast? They think of me of the podcast. Yeah. But now I'm like, how do I get it to transition into people's minds that, hey, I do real estate as well. So it's building this self brand and building the network and even using this platform to talk about real estate related topics that it will make people aware. Oh, Aaron's just not a podcast guy that talks about smash or pass. He actually does. You know what I mean? He actually does real estate too. So and it's a part of the elevation that I see myself. And it's a part of a growth, and it's not easy. And but nevertheless, the last 2 months has been great. I've been constantly trying to figure out ways to evolve, reaching out to my peers, trying to get some deals. That's the main thing. Trying to close some deals so we can make those big bucks. So we can travel more and see the world and keep on keep on doing this podcast. And but what I realized that's actually cool that we should do together. Is create real estate content.
Listen, you already know I'm down.
I know you already do that.
Yeah, I'm down. I'm always down. And the thing is, it's so with me, it's I'm learning to allow other creative ideas to just let's do it. I've always been like that, but it's I just feel like I want to let go of the video stuff and let someone else take over, and we focus on that real content. And now that I have a partner, it's bro, 100%. It's game on.
It's game on, and not to brag, but I see some of my people, some of my colleagues within my brokerage, they're even collaborating with other salespeople from other brokerages, which is it literally gave me a light bulb. It was yo.
Yeah, I've been seeing that too, and I was like, that's allowed.
That's allowed, but I'm like, that is smart because you're expanding networks within different brokerages, and it's it's building that network that people will be like, these guys they get along together, it's not even about competition at this point. It's about collaboration and, helping each other. Yeah. I need help with this. Oh, hey, can you help me stage this? Oh, hey, can you help me help fill out the photo?
Sure.
Right? So,
bro, there's a lot of money to go around.
It is, bro.
There's however many million houses we have in Toronto, plus another however many more they need to build. They say 5 million or 1 million more homes.
The number is crazy. I'm not even too sure myself.
If we took the average of how many realtors, active or not active, how many realtors? I think it's 98,000 in Ontario. Let's say, give or take, right?
Yeah.
You divide that number by the amount of homes. I think when I did it one time, I think it comes up to 10 to 20 houses a year.
A year
per realtor.
Wow.
Right?
And so that's a great way to look at it, because it's it allows it just shows what's out there for everyone.
Exactly.
The pie is big enough for everyone.
Bro, it's more than big enough. But some people want it more than others. Some people they got into it and they thought, I could sell a house, that should be no problem. And then they start realizing deals don't come knocking on your door.
No,
you gotta be knocking on doors, right?
Man. I'm realizing that myself.
Yeah.
I thought it was all peaches and cream, but I'm this is more like crackers and cheese. You gotta,
peanut butter and jelly,
peanut butter and jelly. You gotta grind.
Yeah.
It's not an easy shine, but I know it's gonna be worth it in the long run.
Of course.
This year, I'm looking forward to it, man. Creating reels, creating contents. innovating myself,
Yep.
my brand, collaborating, you know,
Yep.
and using this platform to kind of, you know, share game, you know,
Yeah, of course.
keep on pushing the envelope.
Yeah, at the end of the day, it's like knowledge is power. Knowledge is worth more than money, right? So it's like if we can keep providing gems to these people, to everybody, right? There should be no reason why we shouldn't do that.
Yeah,
You know
absolutely.
what I mean?
Yeah.
So, and
yeah.
I mean, as long as I have you and you have me, you know, no homo type of shit. But
no worries, bro.
you know what I mean, right?
We gonna rock. We
Yeah.
gonna rock the boat.
Yeah.
We gonna keep on sailing where the air takes us, where the
Yeah.
breeze takes us,
Where the vacations take
and
us,
hopefully
yeah.
it takes us to the golden island where
Yeah,
there's
yeah.
nothing but treasure.
Not
and
Epstein's Island, the
No,
Golden
the
Island.
Golden Island. Whoa, there. That
Holy
was funny,
smokes.
man. Hey, great comeback. You know, I'm
Yeah.
excited, man. We got a lot of guests this year, 2024. It's gonna be one of the it's gonna be a elevation.
Yeah, 100%.
Podcast season and
No failing.
No failing. We're coming full force with a new battery, and we're ready to go. Ready to share, you know, game,
Yep.
knowledge,
100%.
all these good gems, you know. So
Yeah.
stay tuned. Make sure you subscribe. Make sure you like.
Yep. Share.
Share with your
Tell
friends.
your friend. Yeah, exactly. Tell your friends to
Your
tell their
family,
friends.
tell your neighbors, everyone, you know. I'm
Yeah.
your host, Aaron Bills.
And I'm Zico.
Until next time, we'll see you soon.
See you later.
Peace and love.